Hey guys, welcome to week 37 math class with Mrs. Ward. On task 1 today, our learning target is I can represent a 2-digit number as a group of tens and a group of ones. So I want you to think about the words in that learning target that you are very certain of. I am hoping that the words number, group, tens, and ones are all very familiar to you. But what I would like to do before we unwrap this learning target any further is I want to do this task and then we'll connect it back to our learning target. I want us to look at a 2-digit number. A 2-digit number is any number that is made up of 2 digits, like this number. The number 24 is a 2-digit number, and this is one way to represent the number 24. But what if I ask you, if we were in class and one of the teachers asked you to go over to the math shelf and build 24, how much is 24? Think about what tool you would go to the math shelf and select. Now, you couldn't build it with a Reckon Rec because it only goes to 20, but maybe you could use a beaded number line. Maybe you could use Unifix cubes, inch tiles, the items from a counting collection, or maybe the 10 frame boards with the red and yellow magnets. So I want us to look at the first digit in 24. And that is this 2 right here. And I want you to think about how much that is. If I told you to take out cubes, for this number, how many cubes would you take out? Now, I'm hoping that you didn't say that the 2 in 24 represents just 2 cubes. It doesn't, does it? It represents 20 cubes. So what we're going to do today is we're going to build this number. We're going to represent this number using 10 frames. So how many 10 frames would it take for me to build the number 20? The number represented by this 2. Let's see. Here's one 10 frame. One 10 frame contains 10 dots. Does this 10 frame represent this digit? No, they're not the same, are they? What do we need? Another 10 frame. Now we have 2 10 frames. And we have how many dots? 20 dots. But does 20 dots represent the number 24? Are they the same thing? No, so we need to look at the other digit in this number. So if I ask you, how many dots would it take to represent this digit, what would you say? I am hoping that you said 4 dots. This number on the right is in the ones place. We can use single dots to represent it. But this number on the left is in the tens place. We have to use full 10 frames to represent it. So now we have represented the number 24 using 10 frames. So we have 2 full 10 frames, which represent our 20, and a partial 10 frame of 4 ones. that represent our 1. So let's go back to our learning target. Can you represent a 2-digit number as a group of 10s and a group of 1s? Right. Let's go to our next slide. Okay. Oops. So what I would like for us to do now is to record this on our slide. So at the bottom, you'll see that we have a place to record how many 10s are in the number and how many 1s are in the number. Okay, so how many full 10s did it take to build the number 24? 2. Very good. If you accidentally said it took 20 10 frames or 20 groups of 10 to build the number, think about the quantity, how many 20 groups of 10 is. So this is only 2 groups of 10. So I'm going to click in my box, backspace to get rid of my question mark, and then I'm going to type the digit 2 to represent 2 10s. Now let's go over to the 1s. How many 1s did it take to represent the number 24? 4. Very good. So on the next slide, you will find some more 2-digit numbers that you will need to represent using 10 frames. So you can use the workspace in the middle to build your number and then record your answers. You don't need to leave your model. You can reuse the 10 frames over and over again. All right, guys, great job in math class today. See you for task 2.